extraordinary twist in the legal case between Samantha Markle and her estranged sister, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. According to Newsweek and a reporter called Jack Royston, who, let me just be clear to you, is totally aligned to Harry and Meghan. He is in their camp. He often propagates their propaganda. He has reported that Meghan Markle's legal team criticised her half-sister for, quote, erroneously failing to use her royal title when suing for defamation. Jack Royston writes that Samantha Markle has been fighting a years-long libel battle that has repeatedly faltered and is now at the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. The saga revolves around Meghan's comments to Oprah Winfrey and the content of her Netflix series Harry and Meghan. However, one notable oddity surrounding the case is that it has been waged from the first moment to last with Meghan's name written using the technically incorrect style in the media. So, Meghan Markle rather than Meghan the Duchess of Sussex. Jack Royston goes on. News organisations, including Newsweek, refer to her using her pre-marriage name because that is how she is known to the public. Kate Middleton, formerly Catherine, incurs the same fate. Now, though, more than 2 years after the case was first filed, Meghan's lawyers have finally taken a swipe at how she was described, adding the word erroneously. So this is what the filing seen by Newsweek read. The Duchess of Sussex, erroneously sued as Meghan Markle, discloses the following individuals and entities who may have an interest in the outcome of this appeal. And the statement is signed by Michael J. Kump, who is Meghan's lawyer. So, Samantha Markle, your down-to-earth sister, who apparently said, oh, it doesn't matter, royal titles don't matter, just call me Meghan. She is now briefing that she's furious with you because you, her own sister, is not referring to her as the Duchess of Sussex. Your response, Sam?
Here is my response. Pumpkin, when you entered into the legal paperwork, or your precious attorney did, you started off and have been going by Meghan Markle all of this time, and then now you want to whine about it. Well, that's called acquiescence. You've gone all of this time under Meghan Markle, but now you want legal paperwork, our court system, to acknowledge you as Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Here's what, sweetheart. First of all, in 1776, we did away with having to bow to royal titles. Our legal system does not acknowledge legal titles per Section 9 of the United States Constitution. And furthermore, you may not use royal titles to dabble in American politics per the United States Constitution. And the last time I checked, if you want a name change other than what's on your birth record or your driver's license, I don't know, maybe you went and got Meghan the Duchess of Sussex on your driver's license recently. But your legal documents in the United States would have to say Meghan the Duchess of Sussex for you to impose that upon our legal system. So unless you went to court and petitioned for a name change and got your name legally changed to Meghan the Duchess of Sussex, I don't believe that you can squawk about it. And I would suggest that Jack Royston read the Constitution. Jack, step back. It's just crazy. I mean, the Constitution prohibits it. We are not being forced to bow to or accept or address royal titles in the United States. And that doesn't, I don't mean any disrespect to the royals across the pond.
No, of course. But Meghan is an American. She's American. She doesn't even have royal blood. So I completely agree with you in terms of the technicalities of it, Sam.
According to reports, Meghan Markle is demanding that her own half-sister, Samantha Markle, refer to her as the Duchess of Sussex, even in court documents. Yes, you heard that right. Meghan reportedly wants her royal title to be used formally, even during an ongoing legal battle with her own sibling. So, is this about respect, image control, or just plain royal ego? Let's get into the details. If you didn't know, Meghan and her half-sister Samantha Markle have been tangled in a legal feud for a while now. Back in 2022, Samantha filed a defamation lawsuit against Meghan. She claimed Meghan lied about her childhood and family in the Oprah interview and other media appearances, basically saying Meghan created a false narrative to boost her own image. The lawsuit was partially dismissed, but now new filings show Meghan's legal team is requesting that Samantha refer to her with her full royal title, the Duchess of Sussex, even in official court language, even while being sued. Now here's where it gets wild. According to Meghan's legal team, the title Duchess of Sussex is her proper name under British peerage and should be used, even in litigation. It's not a nickname. It's not optional. They're treating it like part of her legal identity.
But can we also... Oh, sorry, you go.
She doesn't have British citizenship.
No.
She
Never
did
passed the test.
72 days of royal duty. That's not even a probationary period at a job. And she wants to run around swinging around royal titles. Sorry, homie, don't play that, so to speak. We're not doing it here. If you want to go to court and change your name, then let's chit-chat then.
Yeah, very good point. Does it not also show, Sam, though, how desperate she is to cling on to a royal title, even though she has spent the past 5 years doing everything to denigrate the royal family? I mean, this is a very confused woman emotionally, isn't it?
But did she ever get the memo that those with royal titles bow to other royals? And, the last I saw on Netflix, she was mocking and didn't want to bow to Queen Elizabeth. So, it's like you want to have the royal title for the benefits in America, seemingly, but you don't want to have to go with the rules and the protocol that come with that. Nobody is obligated to call her Meghan the Duchess of Sussex. I would say Meghan, American citizen, unless you want to show some paperwork that shows you're a British citizen and you've changed your name in court to Meghan the Duchess of Sussex. Step off. It's ridiculous. Now,
Jack Royston was very critical of your case in that article, Sam, but are you feeling confident?
I'm feeling confident because there's so much to the complaint and the evidence and the discovery that we didn't get to. But he can't use her flimsy title that we don't even acknowledge in America as, a way to stimulate PR or negatively spin the case. So the case will be heard and advance the way it will. But that was a cheap shot. It was so stupid, in my opinion. So yeah, we don't do titles in America. Check out the Constitution.
Meanwhile, Meghan has emerged publicly just as royal life focuses on the anniversary of the late Queen's death. Now, this was to attend with Oprah Winfrey some sort of book club at the local Montecito bookstore, where we actually saw her critically panned book, The Bench, and Prince Harry's awful Spare on the shelf of this bookshop. And this is what the owner had to say about why they had decided to host this star-studded gathering of local authors. What?
Local authors shelf when you first walk in, and I want it to be when you first walk in so that authors who are local to the area know that this is their hometown bookstore. And we celebrate our hometown authors as if they were our hometown heroes, because to us they are.
You hit the truth, praying for that moment. The way you'd refer to someone as doctor or honorable in formal settings. But let's be real for a second. This isn't some random journalist or official filing we're talking about. This is her own half-sister, in a civil lawsuit, being told she must use Meghan's full royal title, even while accusing her of defamation. Can you imagine suing someone and being legally required to call them Your Majesty in the process? As expected, the internet has had a field day with this. Some are defending Meghan, saying, "It's her title. She earned it. Why shouldn't she use it?" Others are calling it tone-deaf, petty, and even manipulative, especially considering Meghan has distanced herself from royal duties. People are asking, Didn't she and Harry quit royal life? Didn't they want privacy? And yet, when it's legally convenient, the title is suddenly very important. Now to play devil's advocate, there's another angle here. Maybe this isn't about ego. Maybe it's about legal consistency. If Meghan is titled in all official capacities, her lawyers may be trying to prevent Samantha's team from using casual or disrespectful language in court filings.
So, Sam, what did you make of this outing with Oprah?
We're going to have some noise interference for a second. Sorry about that.
No, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry, I can hear you loud and clear.
So I kind of feel like, I don't know what happened with their publisher, but it seemed like Spare wasn't selling well, and it seemed like the other books weren't selling well. So, hey, in my opinion, this is what they're doing. Let's hook up with Oprah and try and push the books that didn't do so well. So, if the books sell, even though there's a lot in there that's not true, that that's part of the case. We're still saying a lot of it was disparaging, certainly to the royals, and seems to constitute defamation. They can push this muckety muck anywhere they want, and doesn't mean it's going to do well. But glad they could glom onto Oprah to try and do that. Doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, I think it's going to make the book club look bad, in my opinion.
It's just odd, isn't it? Because for so long, we have been hearing that Oprah wants to distance herself from Meghan.
Well, if she wanted to distance herself, why would she be allowing her to get close to the book club?
Yeah.
In other words, that's inconsistent with what we hear that may be propaganda on either side. So again, in the mainstream media, you really can't tell what's true and what's not, but it's kind of weird that she would be aligning with the book club.
Yeah, it's really odd. It's really odd. Also really weird is something that I've seen some people point out, that Meghan consistently seems to be cosplaying Princess Diana at the moment in terms of her outfit choices. What did you make of that, Sam?
That's been going on for a long time, and I don't know what she hopes to accomplish by doing that. I think it looks ridiculous. First of all, in my opinion, she will never walk in Diana's light. Diana was a true humanitarian. She was loved by the world, and I think the opposite is true with my sister. We've seen her at several events. I've never heard about large donations. I've never seen a lot of outreach. So there seems to be hypocrisy there that was never a label for Diana. Diana was never accused of being a hypocrite. And she certainly was a humanitarian who loved children, who engaged in, how many causes was she involved in? Truly, that she gave to, that, she was involved with hands-on. And I don't see that here. So I think it's all, in my opinion, for PR.
Very good point. Oh, Sam Markle, it is such a joy to speak to you today, and I really hope you're doing well. Thank you so much.
It could just be about setting the tone, literally. But it still raises a bigger question. How much does Meghan still identify with her royal status? And when does she choose to use it? Because in interviews and public statements, Meghan often emphasizes how toxic the institution was. But in lawsuits, she's the Duchess of Sussex. Whether you're Team Meghan or not, this story says a lot about how much power a title really holds, even when you've stepped away from the institution. It also reflects the ongoing tension between family, fame, and public image, something the Sussexes have been navigating since they left royal life. And honestly, it shows that the lines between personal, legal, and public identity are still very blurry in Meghan's world. So here's what I want to know. Should Meghan Markle be insisting on being called Duchess of Sussex in a court battle with her own sister? Is this a case of defending her status, or flexing it at the worst possible time? And does this help or hurt the public's perception of her? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more commentary on the drama behind the headlines.